Welcome to Profound Frivolity. We're your hosts, Dustin,
Oren,
and Gray.
And in this podcast, we're going to be telling stories that you didn't know you wanted to hear.
So grab a drink.
And some good and plenty.
Because this is Profound Frivolity. Alright, and I do need to make sure. So do the words businessman with a bench mean anything to you?
No.
Good, and I haven't told it before. Okay. Are you recording?
Yeah, hold on. Alright, the light's going.
Oh, I thought you were about to fart, and I was like, bro.
No, the
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, I was waiting for the plane. Alright, ready?
Hey, what's up? I'm sorry, I'm not used to starting them anymore. But hi, welcome back to another episode. We are your hosts, Oren, Gray, and Dustin.
Yeah, we're here. We just haven't talked yet.
But
I'm not here, though.
Anyway,
Mentally.
today we're talking about
Shoplifting!
Yay! It's fun. I have worked retail.
What?
I've worked retail. Cut that out, obviously. I have worked retail. Dustin has worked retail. Gray has not worked retail, but she has she has stories anyway.
I do.
Yes.
And I'll be going first.
Yes.
So, there I am at work. I'm a cashier
At the crafty station or whatever.
I don't remember what you were calling
Wait. It was the
recreation station.
That's correct.
Yes.
Technically, you don't work there anymore, so you
Well,
should
no,
just...
I think
we
the
could talk about
contract
that,
still
too.
said I'm not supposed to. I
No.
can, allude to it as much as I want. I don't know. I'm still being sure. Anyway.
They're like, we're gonna fire you. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on.
He was
I wasn't
fired.
fired.
No.
I was... There was different terms someone
It was like a sloppy contract on their side. We're not gonna go
No,
into the story.
it wasn't even that. It's complicated. It's not important. There's no resentment.
But
to
it's
hold.
not like he did something terrible, so they
No,
fired
or
him.
like
It's
he just
really
quit
on
because he
them.
hated the job. It was a really weird situation that they thought they had
Worked
figured out in
but
a
they
contract,
haven't.
and then they didn't hold up their end or whatever. So yeah,
It's weird.
He doesn't
I
work
don't
there
even know.
anymore.
Okay. Long story. That hasn't happened yet. This is several months ago me. I'm just sitting there at my register. Mm-hmm. It's a little slower right now. There's no one in the line, so I'm probably about to get up and straighten out the end caps and stuff, which are basically the things at the end of an aisle that smaller stuff is hanging on. Mm-hmm. But I am just about to get up and do that when this guy in formal business attire. What's business casual? Like khakis, button-up tie. Is that business formal? Or
That's business casual.
That's
if you were
casual.
business formal, you'd be
Like
in
a suit.
Yeah.
Okay, this was business casual. So this guy in business casual is walking right past all the registers with a bench on his shoulder. Mm-hmm. An entire bench, a big one.
So a wooden
yes
bench to sit on.
It was
How many people could sit on it? Three?
4. It was really big. He might have been holding it like a cross with both his arms. I don't remember. All I know is he's walking very, very fast with this large piece of furniture that still has the yellow tag on it. Mm-hmm. You have to remove the yellow tag if they bought it, or at least mark it to show it's
And
been
it
through
was
the register.
clearly not.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, he hasn't purchased that, and he's just still walking, and he starts to go. We think, oh, he's just walking by to go to another part of the store. No, he starts walking out the door. Or at least he goes to the part of the store where he is exiting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, sir, did you buy that? And he just goes, hold this. And he comes up and he hands it to me and a coworker who has walked up by me over the register. He's like, I'll be right back for this, okay? And we're like, all right, sweet, great. And he turns and he runs back into the back of the store, and we just have it there, the bench. And we keep going, and we're thinking, oh, he'll be back, right? He'll be back for the bench. He never came back.
Wait, so you ran into the back of the store?
And he's still hiding in the bathroom.
He's still
No,
in the
there's
back.
another exit
He's
in the
just
back of the
eating,
store.
like, buttons
But it, like,
and
exits into the rest of the mall, so you'd have to walk, like, really far. So we know that he was determined to just walk out of the store with that bench. He thought we wouldn't see all of the registers. He's just walking by. We can see all of the registers. All of them. Except for the one in the back. But even then, you don't buy furniture at the back register, because then you're going to have to carry it through the mall to get to your car.
Yeah.
You buy it at the front. But he's just sitting there, and what was
Oh,
weird...
okay, so you're saying the entrance he was originally walking forward to led out to the, like...
To the parking
lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
he walked
instead-
in from the parking lot entrance, grabbed the bench, and tried to walk out with it without buying it.
But then y'all stopped him, and he was so determined to get away, he went to the back and walked all the way through
Yeah,
the
he
mall
said
to
he was
get
going to
away
be
from
back
you.
to buy it. He needed other things.
Wow.
But instead, he just puts it down, turns around, and walks out the mall entrance. Hopefully without stealing anything else.
It's like he's like, fine, now I'm getting 2 benches. And he walks through the entire mall with 2 benches over his shoulders.
But then, for like, it was super weird. The rest of the week, it was like, this was the one week that things were happening. It was so odd.
week of
We had like 3 incidents at least, and I don't mean counting that one, where it was like there's like a suspicious person hanging around at least, like, and you know what to, you're trained what to look for, like lots of pockets, backpacks, hoodies, just lots and lots of pockets is a big one, and big bags. And especially when they end up exiting the store without actually buying anything.
That sounds like everything I wear.
Yeah, it's like sir,
Hoodie,
why do you have a
backpack,
body
cargo
bag with you? No reason. I'm
It's
just...
a
It's
fashion
a fashion,
accessory.
yeah, it's a fashion statement.
Yeah. Really?
It's about economy or something. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm raising awareness for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait, where's our other employee?
Where'd Karen go?
Actually, in that case, we gave her. She's Karen.
Anyway, so we had like, apparently we had people like checking the cameras at one point because we were like, whoa, half the jewelry rack is gone.
Oh my gosh! Oh.
I say half, but like they had taken like one of all of them, so at a glance it wouldn't look like that. I was told this by another person. They were like, hey, a bunch of the jewelry is gone, and that's my department. So it's fine. I just don't know why someone would need that much at once. So be ready at the register. And when we didn't get anything coming through for like 30 minutes, and no one's in that store for that long usually. You just pick up a couple of things.
I could spend days in there.
Well, yeah, but most people are there because they have
They have
a
a specific
project.
thing to get. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're like, okay, he still hasn't come through with the jewelry. What about you, back entrance cashier? No. So there's this person in the store with tons of jewelry on them. Not like diamonds and stuff. No, more like really nice polished plastic and like glass and stuff. You know, made to look like gems. But still, like, that's some of our more expensive, like, small craft stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had to... I remember I was up to do returns, which is when someone's at the register and they don't want something. You keep it in a little cart next to you, and then you just go and put it back where it goes in the store once there's a more quiet time.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around while I'm doing that, and they're being told... and then that to look for this one guy who, like... He had, like, a hoodie. He was wearing, like, a dark bandana, which, like, this is, like, more... in the middle of COVID, so, like, yeah, everyone's wearing, like, face stuff like that. But, like, it was all dark, completely dark clothes and stuff, lots of pockets, so they were guessing it was that guy.
Again, this is exactly what I would wear. I wear dark clothing with pockets, hoodies, and a backpack. I just constantly look like I'm about to rob somebody, I guess. Which is not the worst.
And we're just like, keep looking for him. But what was weird is that no one ever saw him leave. Or at least
He just, like,
anyone that was...
apparated right into the store.
Or, like, anyone that was briefed, at least. But we announced it pretty quick. Like, there was someone going around who like, jewelry was their department, and they were like, guys, just be ready.
Get your tasers out.
Speaking of which, I have one more story.
Oh,
this isn't shoplifting, but it is a crime that happened in the mall that my store was attached to. I'll keep this one shorter. I know I rambled a lot on my less interesting one already. But
I still can't get over the fact that a guy was trying to steal a 4-person bench. Just, like, walk right out of the store with it. Like,
yeah. Now,
if you're gonna steal something, you might as well get something small and put it in your pocket and shuffle walk. But
or
like,
maybe he
or even get a bunch of stuff, you know. I'm not giving this an advice. I'm telling you how to not do it on accident. So how to not how to avoid shoplifting effectively. By not doing these things. Okay?
Yes.
So you get a whole bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But then you buy just a couple cheap things.
Right.
So you entered the store and you're purchasing something, but you just exit with a lot more.
Just like in your backpack or in your combat boots or in your
just
hoodie
something
pockets.
you walked in with. In your hair. I have massive hair. I could literally hide like a bunch of pencils like up the back of it or something.
Yeah. Though, why would you want to steal pencils?
And yeah.
What if I have no pencils and don't want to buy pencils?
Pencils are like that cheapest thing in that store.
That's the worst thing to shoplift. I mean, okay, we are not saying shoplifting is
No,
good.
yeah, these are the things you don't do when you shoplift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were sitting there and we hear like over like the intercom, like the mall intercom. But it sounded alarm like this is a bad thing. We had no idea what
that was so accurate.
And then we're like, okay, that was weird. And then like 5 minutes later, like 5 to 8 police officers just come through our store.
Oh, gosh.
And one of them is like brandishing a taser. Ooh. So we're like, oh. And
the frantic mumble was accurate.
So they all go back, and then we hear yelling for a while. For a while being like 30 minutes.
Like yelling or like shouting or like screaming?
Like shouting, like, hey! You! Other words!
They were using Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, it was like really far away, and we're like, okay, it's not in the store. And then I go on lunch break.
And you're like, for my lunch break, I'm figuring out where this is coming from.
And then I eat an oatmeal cream pie, and then other food. But oatmeal cream pie is because there was a vending machine in there, and I needed to buy one. But then I come back, and
never had one.
I'm like, what happened? And they're like, somebody was beating someone else up in the mall. Like,
was it like a customer beating up a customer?
It was customer on customer.
Wow. I think it was like 2 men like just going at it with their
fighting.
I think it was like
jewelry.
I think like a girlfriend punched her boyfriend in the face or like in the nose or something. It wasn't like beating you up on the floor. It was more like a mugging.
A mugging.
With
Wouldn't
fists.
Mugging be stealing?
Stealing, yeah.
Right, that's like punch.
Give me your purse, old lady.
Yeah. That's a mugging. I don't know. Yeah. But they punched him in the mug.
Okay, a girl punching a guy in the face.
No, the police would not be called for that. If the guy punched it, then yes, he'd get tased. Yeah. Girl did it, people would be like, yeah, get that jerk, yeah.
All I know is that they were yelling, somebody punched somebody else in the cops.
Did anyone get tased?
I don't know. It was in the other side
Dang
of the
it.
You should have been like, run. Yeah. So I've got a story about the same exact mall. Different side in a Burlington coat factory.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Other side of that mall, where 3 shoplifts happened in the same hour, and I will tell that story right after the break. Welcome back from the break. Now I'm going to tell my story about 3 shoplifters in 1 hour.
Do you think they were connected? Like 3 dudes.
Well,
like,
okay,
hey, let's go steal stuff.
You will understand.
Let's steal some winter coats, man.
You'll understand all of it under the context. Okay, so we're shopping for summer camp, right? So I'm getting hiking boots. I really like these hiking boots. They're like the fancy ones that look nice, but then they're also hiking boots. So I was really excited, and they were like the only ones. They're
fashionable and they work well.
Right. So the line was like extremely long, like really, really long. So Mom's like, okay, this is gonna take like an hour. I'm gonna go pick up your brother. You stay here in line. Here's my credit card. because like she was like, hey, do you want to just find something else? And I was like, no, I really want these boots. So I sat in line. Guess what I was doing while I sat in line?
You were playing on a phone.
I don't have a phone.
A phone.
No, I did not have a phone. I was memorizing my mom's credit card numbers.
Oh
really?
So
God.
I have them all memorized.
You
and
still
they are. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. But I am.
And our address and our social security number.
I memorized the date, the special code, the numbers, it all. So I could just like, yes, I could buy things if I wanted to. Because, yes.
Hi, his mom, by the way.
Yeah. I already told her.
Did she listen?
Yeah. So, that's not what the story's about. So I'm sitting in line, right?
You're the shoplifter!
And I ran out with the boots. No.
The end. Bye, guys.
The police are after us, so every second we're not running, they're only getting closer.
That's why we hide in the shed.
And
we live off of good plenty.
Yeah. So we're like in line. The line is like literally backed up through the entire store. Like I said, it's an hour-long wait.
Wow.
So I'm just sitting in line by myself.
Should I order them off, like, online, you know?
No, summer camp was the next day.
Oh.
Like, literally, we were leaving for summer camp the next day.
Okay.
So, like, we weren't... And
Y'all have to listen to our summer camp episode. Go listen to that now.
I don't buy shoes online because they could be too small or, like, uncomfortable. Like, I need to go...
No, I mean, like, you buy the exact same one and the exact same size.
That's true, but still, I don't
Either way, keep going.
Yeah. So, anyway, there's this guy wearing a hoodie with a plastic bag. Mm-hmm. And he's
on
like...
his head?
What? No. With a plastic bag full of stuff. And, like, this isn't uncommon. Like, sitting in this line for, like, 30 minutes, I've seen plenty of people walk up to the front of the line to see, like, what's going on, like, if there's any checkers or anything. Like, you know how sometimes people sit in a super long line for a really long time, and then, like, the register right over has, like, a ridiculously short line, but all the people in the front of the line just, like, are like, oh, we're too close to switch over, you know? But then everyone behind them just can't see that the other register's open.
Yeah.
So it's like a ridiculously long line and then a super short line. So it's like, oh, he's probably gonna go check to see if like there's a really short line hidden somewhere up there. I did the same thing when I got in line. So I'm like, yeah, nothing suspicious. But he doesn't turn into like the little pocket where all the cash registers are. So I'm like, what's he doing? And then he just walks out the front door. The alarm goes off, and he just keeps walking. I was like, wait, what?
He got bored of waiting.
He just left. No, but he wasn't even waiting. He literally was in the line. He just got his stuff and left the store.
And he just took the alarm in stride. He's like...
Yes. He was like, oh yeah, let's go.
Did he even run after the alarm?
Nope. He just kept walking.
Did somebody
and
go
then
like, tackle him?
An old lady who worked at this place, we just all see her just run out the front door. Literally just like running down the front door. And then she comes back with him and his stuff. So, like, he was like, oh, I still actually want to buy it, even though I was shoplifting.
Well, did he buy it?
Yeah, he got in line.
Oh, my God.
It was worth a shot,
He was like, fine. It was an accident. I'm deaf. I can't hear the alarm. So, then there was this couple who have a plastic bag. And they walk out the front door, hear the alarm, or like they like stop. They're like looking around. They're like, wait, like what? We just walked outside with our stuff, and then kind of just stand there, and like, just kind of like wait to see if anyone's gonna come and stop them. Like they're not like trying to get away, but then they're like, wait, hold on. Like, oops, I think they accidentally walked out of the store.
Like,
you know?
well,
and then they were like, we shoplifted.
Well, might as well commit.
If no one's gonna stop us, then like we're gonna go. And then the same old lady came and like brought them back in the store.
Did they buy the stuff too?
I think yeah, they all got back in line.
Wow.
And then this is the best one. This is a guy, like two fairly large, you know, not like fat, but just like big muscular men.
Buff.
Yeah, two big guys wearing hoodies are just in the store with like two shopping things for both of them.
So
like
shopping
four
carts?
No, four shopping bags.
Oh, okay.
That's like they had brought their own. They were like bigger than plastic bags, and they're like full of stuff.
Oh, like some of those like reusable.
Yes, like the
bags,
cloth ones
yeah,
that you bring to the stores yourself. And
for the ecosystem.
They're doing the same thing. They're like walking down the line next to it towards kind of like the shopping area, the checkout. But then they just like break off and literally just bolt down bolt out of the store, bolt down the hallway into like the rest of the mall. And like I put my stuff down and like get out of line to go see, and they're just running. They're both with both plastic bags in each hand. They're just running down the store aisle. Or I mean the mall aisle.
The same old lady.
The same old lady.
Man, this lady's a raise.
Literally the same old lady. She's like
running after these two gigantic jacked men.
Literally, she gets out of wherever she was and just starts running down the place.
That poor lady.
I was like, I feel so bad for her. And I got back in line, and guess what? Like 10 minutes later, she comes back with both plastic bags, or all 4 plastic bags.
Yes.
We were like, let's
Justice.
go. Let's go.
Imagine
half of us tried it too today, but
yeah. We're like, no one else try it. Okay, this old lady means business.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't know what she did to them when she caught up, but she got the bags.
She's gonna whoop your butt and give you a mint.
A spicy mint.
Yeah, and those guys didn't come back.
They died.
Very nice.
Yeah. Wow. And then I bought my shoes, and I left.
The end.
Did anybody ever try to steal anything while you worked at the bakery?
How do you...
Actually, yes. Now that you mentioned it, a guy a guy tried to walk out with like 4 pizzas.
Really?
So, yeah, we do the special thing on...
An alarm goes off. Wait, what? Ha ha! We chip all our pizzas!
Everyone else in the bakery eating the pizzas. What?
Just kidding. Chips.
Yeah, we sprinkled chips on the pizza. So we did the special thing every Saturday. We used to when I worked there.
They probably still do, but
yeah, they do.
You're just not a part
As
of
in
it.
She does, because there's only one person.
Oh my god.
No, I actually kind of feel bad because like this person like really needed help on Saturdays especially. So not every Saturday she's just gonna be like running around trying to make all these pizzas. Because if you buy a pizza, you get a free one. If you buy a 12-inch, you get a free 10-inch. So people come in all the time to get pizzas. And pizzas are harder to make than you think because you gotta like roll the dough out.
Probably
and
especially
this dough,
like vegan, paleo.
Yes, this dough is
keto.
literally like everything proof. It's made out of like cardboard. Okay, literally no
like
eggs,
gluten-free,
no
dairy-free,
flour,
soy-free.
no nothing. Okay, it's like air. It's like a chip. Okay, but not even made out of chip things.
Like a tortilla.
Yeah, literally. Gluten. So you have to make those, and those are
but
so
tortillas have
fragile.
lard.
No, wait, they're made out of cheese. They're literally made out of fake cheese.
Actually.
The
dairy-free cheese.
Dairy-free cheese. All like.
What's the cheese made out
Is it
of?
even from a cow?
No, it's not from a cow. It's vegan.
It's from an old lamp that we found in the garage.
No, literally, they're made out of like shredded cheese. Like I've seen it. She shreds cheese, mixes it with gum
Fake
powder.
Cheese. Oh.
To keep it together. Gum powder and like.
Gum. We're clarifying gum powder, not gun powder.
Yeah, gum powder. No.
You bite in too hard.
Yeah, gum powder, and then like special. I forgot what it's called. It's like a special flour. That's like really expensive, but like literally probably made out of dirt.
Like cacao shells.
Yeah. It's like the flour of monk fruit.
Oh yeah, and then there's like monk fruit sugar, right?
Well, monk fruit is sugar, so it's like the flour version of monk fruit sugar. It's like the expensive, everything proof, pretty much just dirt flour.
Just dirt and
it's vegan proof.
Yes, it's vegan proof. So it's literally like fake cheese mixed with like gum powder, and then this like dirt flour, all mixed up with water.
But did it taste good though?
It tasted like when you like. Make grilled cheese and the cheese like falls out onto the griddle and like gets all crispy and burned.
And then you just eat that?
And then you just eat that. It tasted like that, but like plastic version.
That sounds...
So if you dropped your like stretchy toy,
yes,
your stretch
but then you cook it.
Yeah.
This is so not about like literally we're talking about it, but this is cool. So then you cook it in these ovens, and they like stiffen up, so then like if you dropped your pizza it would shatter. Okay. They're so thin, and then you put this tomato sauce on it, and there's like all these holes in it because it's like shredded cheese that's holding it together, and the gum powder. And then you put Like,
fake cheese?
Yeah, more fake cheese.
Of the same stuff?
No. A different
cheddar version.
Cheddar flavored. And then fake pepperoni. And then mushrooms. And then peppers. And that is the supreme. Or no, it's called like the combo. The special. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the most.
And so you get you buy a 12-inch, you get a free 10-inch.
Yes.
And so then everyone's just like, oh yes.
Yes,
pizza
exactly.
Galore.
Delicious.
So literally I made like
dirt
20 I made like 20 pizzas in an hour.
Cheesy plastic dirt pizza stuff.
So anyway, this guy comes in, he's like, yo, I want 2 pizzas and then two of the other pizzas with it. So I'm like, cool, gotcha. We only have like 2 of the big ones right now and 1 is small, so I'm gonna make you a small one really quick. I'm like, do you want any of them to be combo? He's like, I want all of them to be combo. I'm like, okay, cool, we have no combo. So I'm literally gonna have to make all your pizzas right now. So the thing is, if you have a pepperoni pizza, you just throw the peppers and the meat, whatever, on. Uh-huh. But we always want to have like a backup of 2 pepperoni, so I have to make 2 brand new pizzas and then 2 little pizzas. So it takes me like a really long time. And in the meantime, this guy just leaves. So I'm like, I don't care. If he doesn't come back, I will literally sell this to someone else. Because everybody wants pizza. So I make them, I cook them, and they're in his boxes. He comes back. I'm like, here you go. I pass them to him. Because technically, like, I'm not supposed to work the register. I have to call the owner. Like, she's, like, in the store. I don't, like, call her on the phone to work the register.
You call her from, like,
okay, it'll be, like, 15 minutes, and then you can buy your pizza.
She's gonna come here, like, no, so I would be like, hey, this guy's ready to check out, and then she'd come over and, like, do all the stuff. But in the meantime, I just pass him his pizza, because he probably wants to eat it in the store, you know? Like, that's fine. He's gonna pay for it. So I pass it to him, and he just walks out. And I was like,
You are.
And I never told her.
What?
I didn't tell her. Dustin! I didn't tell her. I also accidentally gave someone a free ginger drink because they were like, they like ordered a bunch of cupcakes. Mm-hmm. So I passed them all the cupcakes. They pay for it all, and then they're like, "Hey, can I actually get another cupcake? Like another 2 cupcakes and a ginger drink?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I passed it over to them. And then they just look at me, we just stare for a couple awkward seconds, and they turn around to leave. And I was like, yeah, they were supposed to pay for that. I don't know why in my brain I just thought they weren't supposed to pay for that. And I didn't tell her about that either.
Oh my gosh. Bro, why didn't you just, like, hop out from behind the counter and, like, run after that one guy, like, hey, bro, you gotta pay.
Because it literally was
got to pay for them pizzas, my dude. Because, like...
I don't know.
Money and stuff.
Pay for your dirt pizza. Dirt pizza eating dirt.
Okay, that was like a super long story.
But it was good.
Yes.
I'll go real quick. Right, I'll just tell one. Yeah. So this was I wasn't working. I've never had a retail job. I have another job, but you know, it's never been retail. But this was like I was at a store and I watched somebody try to steal something, and here's how it went. So, I'm at a thrift store, and everybody knows thrift stores are a little iffy, but that's okay. That's, you know, gives them personality and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it was also kind of like around a sketchy neighborhood. Ooh. So, like, you know, you can just, like, tell, like, from walking in, depending on, you know, you can see, like, the people a little
the grime collecting around the corners.
Yeah, there's, like, sticky stuff on the floor. It don't smell very good, but, you know, that's where all the best things are found, anyway. So I'm walking along, and I think I'm either with my brother or I'm, like, close to my brother, but this guy walked up to me. And, you know, like, you could just look at him, you could tell he's homeless. Like, he just looks homeless. And he's like, hey, do you have any money on you? Like, some cash, you know? And I'm like, no, I don't. I mean, I think I might have had a 20 in my pocket.
Bro, literally, if someone asks for money, I'm like, no, sorry, bro, I'm, like, literally, like, fresh. Like, I'm just, no.
What?
Those are the exact words you use.
I'm fresh.
I don't know. I was gonna say, like, I'm fresh out of, like, high school, and then I remember, no, I'm actually still in high school. I'm fresh out of elementary school. No, not quite. So I'm fresh.
I'm just fresh. Like, that's it.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Give me money.
No,
we are dying. I'm fresh. You just strut away.
Literally, I just moonwalk away. I'm like way in my 20s. No.
I'm fresh.
I'm like, you're 40 and have a
doing?
job. I'm literally a child. What do you think? Like, bro.
What do you expect? I'm fresh.
I'm fresh.
Okay. Anyway, I'm like, I make it seem like I don't have money without actually saying I don't have money because, like, I felt bad.
I'm sorry, I have no money for you.
I had money. Yes, I said something like that. No, I don't have any money to give you, you know, because, like, I have money. I'm just not going to give it to you, so I don't have any money. Anyway, something like that. Like, I think this catches the eye of my brother. He's like, ooh, that was a little sketchy. And he's like, you know, the guy is like, oh, okay, and he kind of, like, shuffles away. But I noticed as he's walking away that he's already holding, like a Goodwill bag. So it's either, like, Goodwill or Salvation Army. He's already, like, holding a bag that you get after you buy something, which is never a good sign if you're in a store with, like, a purchase bag, because then you can just put stuff in it, and it doesn't look sketchy when you walk out, because it's, like, in a bag that you get when you buy something. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, noted. You know, I just kind of keep that in my mind. And then he shuffles around, but then he, like, comes right back around to, like, close to where I'm at, and he starts, like, looking at this bike, right? And he's, like, looking at the bike, and he's, like, I don't know, like, he's, like, inspecting it, see if, like, the tires are filled or not, you know?
He's actually just thinking, how
like,
can I fit this in this bag?
You're like,
See? If I just ride out, you think they'll notice?
I know, that's, honestly, he was, like, checking the tires. I was like, is he just gonna try to, like, book it, like, on this bike? That's what I thought. But then he ends up, I watch him, because, obviously, like, in my mind, I know something sketchy is going on. I watch him remove the tag from the bike, then, like, grab some books, or, not books, some, like, shoes or something, shove them in his bag, and then he's, like, kind of, you know, like, walking the bike out, and is holding the bag, like, very quickly, you know? And so I'm like, okay. But then he's, like, halfway to the door when he drops the bike, and he's just got the bag, and he's just walking away. And I'm like, okay. So, like, go up to the counter, and I'm like, hey, I just saw this guy, he just left, but he put a bunch of stuff in a bag, you know, like a Goodwill bag, and he, like, left. And the manager's like, alright, well, I'll go figure that out. So anyway. He, like, runs out. I mean, I don't know. I think he put, like, shoes in there or something.
He's like, wait, there's Air Force Ones just sitting here. And just, like, takes them. Because literally, you can find, like, really nice shoes at Goodwill and Salvation Army because...
Yeah, and they don't know what they are.
Exactly, because grandmas are just like, these shoes are ugly as dirt. Like, because it's just run by a bunch of old ladies.
I swore I saw some, like, designer Louis Vuitton, like, something at a thrift store, and I was like, am I gonna buy this? Because I wouldn't buy it to keep it, obviously, because I don't care about brand names. I would have, like, bought it to sell it, but then I was like, no, it's not worth the hassle. Either way, he's, like, running out, and then the manager is chasing out behind him. And then he catches the guy, and I can see it because, like, the front of the store is, like, a big old window. Mm-hmm. And I see the guy, like, stop him, and he's, like, gesturing to the bag, and the other guy is just like, what are you talking about? And he just hands over the bag and walks away. The manager comes in, and he's like, oh, he said he, like, forgot to pay? And I'm like, but he was asking me for money. And he's like, yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really expect him to be telling the truth. And then he kind of, like, hinted to me that it was clear that he was, like, on something. Either way.
Kill too many pixie sticks.
Wink. You mean Dixie? Wait, pixie sticks? No, I was thinking of Dixie cups. Okay. Is it pixie sticks?
It's pixie sticks.
That doesn't have some right
not
to me,
pixie sticks.
No.
This is part of the podcast, so.
Why?
Because.
Dixie is a brand.
A Dixie stick.
It would have been fine if we didn't laugh at it. It is our fault.
Yes. If you just said Dixie, and then we would have moved on, but it's our fault.
He had too many dicks.
Alright.
Okay, so where were we?
Oh.
Okay, I'll just say. He had one too many pixie sticks.
Yeah, some wink,
Magical pixie sticks.
Either way, that was a very kind of like, it was just, like, interesting to, like, watch it. He was very obviously out of it, but just the way you could see, like, his brain working, like, I'm gonna...
If I ride this bike
this bag,
straight out the front door.
and I got these... I'll put the shoes in the bag, and then I'll take this bag. No, I don't want the bag. I'm just gonna run!
oh, he caught me. Here's your garbage.
Well, here's your bag.
These
I'll go home now.
Size 11.
Yeah, so, dude, that was just like really. It was just like, I just witnessed somebody try to shoplift. Like, okay, that's what happened before.
I helped somebody shoplift. I gave them the stuff, and then just didn't stop them when they walked out.
I can't believe you didn't just be like, bruh.
And no, it was way too late. Because
you realized it after.
Yeah, for some reason, when I worked there, it was like really, really stressful, and I didn't get a lot of sleep. Like when I worked there, just because of working there. And so like literally every time I would go there, I would just be like so out of, I would just be like, make pizza, put pizza boxes together, make dirt food that's literally made out of like air because it's everything proof. So yeah, when he just walked out, my brain like registered like, oh yeah, wait, he didn't, because like I don't like, you know, like sell it to them. Like they go over to the other lady who sells it, you know, like that. So like in my mind, I just gave them the stuff and then they go and then leave. You know, and he just didn't, you know, and just gave it to him and he left. And then
like,
long before, like long after he was gone,
missing.
yeah, long after he was gone, I was like, oh, I just gave him a free cupcake or a pack of 2 free cupcakes and
3 pizzas.
No, different guy.
Yeah, I know.
The other guy who just took the 4 pizzas, like, I just,
4.
I was just like, you know what? I'm too tired for this.
That's terrible.
And you know, like, for part of me had thought that, well, not part of me, like more than part of me, because some people will pay for their pizzas before they buy them to kind of like, like save them, you know, because like if your pizzas are ready and you're not there to pick them, then we'll sell them to someone else.
Yeah.
So part of me thought like, oh, he just bought them because we needed to make them, and then he walked out, and then I was like, no, he actually never bought them.
Fun.
It's irrelevant.
Looking back, I probably wasn't even the best employee for that place.
Yeah.
That's why you're not there anymore.
Yeah. I wasn't fired for the, you know.
He was not. Were you?
wasn't.
You weren't fired at all.
No, I wasn't fired at all.
He quit.
I quit. I'm a quitter. Anyway. That's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys next week. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And I really can't recommend these guys enough. This is what we in the shed personally use. And when we record, we do it right off of Anchor. So when I get inside to edit, it's already there. It's amazing. So again, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.